We can kind of recreate it.
There's no way we can recreate it. I'm now being quieter because we're recording. Hello, I'm Mifuki.
We haven't synced yet.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Perfect. Okay. We should have been recording that.
It was so interesting and we didn't record it.
I should have another computer that's always recording voice. And then I could listen to the entire conversation.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Okay. So you wanted to see what this was, or you wanted me to... End of the world. Perfect.
That looks pretty final, doesn't it?
Kind of looks like a vacuum that got overstuffed.
Is that what that looks like?
Kinda.
Top Gun.
Top Gun? More like Top Fun. Because it sounds like the same word.
Yes, buddy. Yes, buddy. I started fake laughing and then I started actually laughing. So here you go. End of the world.
Okay.
Kind of reminds me of
Kind of reminds me of the room in the water.
I was about to say. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Gorge, is that all that's left of the world?
Are we gonna have to fight?
So.
Like Sora, who's see-through and he's leaning against a tree.
So here's where all the remnants of the worlds were left.
And all
the remains of the worlds were here.
Okay.
Disconnected. What's gonna happen to this place?
What's gonna happen to this place? What's gonna happen to us if we do that? Who knows?
This is a heartless world, so maybe it'll just disappear.
Huh?
But no worries. Even if this place goes poof, our hearts ain't going nowhere.
Well, they'll turn into
I'm
heartless.
sure we'll find our pals again. Yep, I just know that we will.
Well, I mean, I know Donald and Goofy's in the other games.
You're right.
It's you see the covers of the game, other games.
So
I'll return this. I promise.
Return it.
Along with a big old bowl of fruit salad.
Yes.
With only one ingredient.
Yes. It's called Pao-Poo fruit. Yo.
Did we just get hit by a limit break?
We got hit by a counter. Okay, nightmares.
Okay.
You suck.
They look hard.
They are. They can kind of overwhelm you if you're not careful. Just gotta keep dodging. They can also teleport around and it can turn into flames and send and like go around you like that, and then they'll jump. You have to jump out of the way, otherwise they'll hit you.
Okay, so do we count these as bosses?
No, those are regular enemies.
Okay. So you're thinking like 2 or 3 more enemies, or I mean bosses.
Bosses, yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
How close are we to one boss?
Pretty close.
Pretty close?
Yeah.
Alright.
This music here is so good, oh my goodness.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, it's so good. You got.
I should listen to the soundtrack.
You got. Yeah, listen to the on playback when you start editing. Listen to the music that plays here. It's awesome.
What was the what was the guy you subscribed me to on YouTube that does all the video game soundtracks?
Brawl something.
Yeah. Dude's awesome.
He does so much music.
He's awesome. He's like 23,000 uploads.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
They're all like extended, like 30-minute cuts too.
I will sit there and just listen to the Rising soundtrack all day.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's really good. We're talking a lot about Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's one of my favorite series. So,
Right.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's one of your favorites. But
It's not really. It's fun to talk about.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I'll talk about it all day because I love it.
Yeah.
But
And I like to talk about it because it's just so fun to make fun of, I guess. It's just so absurd.
The music in Rising though blew me away.
That's pretty amazing.
Like, it's in my head now, and I'm like, yeah. I can headbang just to the stuff that's in my head right now.
I can't.
It's so
Because I'm
good.
hearing music that's totally different.
Yeah. Well, I'm in silence right now, right? So, beside the TV.
How do you play games with this, like this?
How do I play games with no sound?
Out of necessity, I suppose.
Well, when I'm doing a Let's Play and it echoes in the mic, I kind of give up my ears right to music.
It's funny because I can hear us talking in the playback, and it's fine. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's another thing. I was recording with Looney earlier, who's my brother, and it just completely screwed me over. I had to turn it down to half of what it was, so I could just continue a conversation.
Right.
Continue my sentence. Because it's like if you are at school and you're asked to do the announcements and you're reading and you hear yourself over the mic and you're like,
Get that treasure?
I can't.
Is that the treasure?
No.
Oh. Look like a treasure box.
Oh. Now I can.
Oh, I see. Alright.
So are each of these like encounters?
I think so.
Why can't I run?
You gotta follow like the arrows, and kind of like the rocks kind of point the direction.
Okay. So this is pointing this way.
Yeah.
I guess I should just get everything. One. Oh, you can have encounters in it?
I actually forgot about that.
Dang it! I'm not opening any more treasures. What a troll!
That's funny.
It's like in Super Mario RPG when you get the treasure chest that's an enemy, and he will absolutely destroy you.
Mimics, they're called mimics.
They're so hard to kill.
Classic D&D monster, actually.
Whoever invented them is a jerk.
They make sense though, because I mean they prey upon like any player's deeply held desire to get treasure, you know?
Yeah, that's fine. But no.
But no.
It's not my desire for treasure. Someone else's
Who doesn't
desire.
want treasure? Everyone wants treasure all the time.
Not always. Sometimes I just like, you know,
The experience?
sitting down, nice cup of cocoa. Just watch someone else get treasure, please.
Yeah. I understand that.
And then watch them have to fight the monster.
I wonder if you get treasure after this now.
Yeah. Right, well, I think
it's
I have to
just a
stay
second.
in here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Weird. There you go. You get
The pretty stone.
pretty stone. Well, now we're
Pretty
in this.
stone. Okay. I'm not opening any more of these.
Okay.
Unless it's, like, absolutely necessary. Do you get anything that's absolutely necessary? from
No, I
it?
don't think so.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna go all the way to the end. You know what this kind of reminds me of?
What?
That part in Majora's Mask when you are
Desert?
being got. No, not the desert.
Oh.
Majora's Mask.
There's Mask? Pinnacle Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. What are these guys?
I can't remember their names.
This is the first time we've seen them, right?
Yeah.
It's like angel heartless
Yeah.
things.
Can't remember their names.
Stop blocking everything. Stop. You're not allowed to block. Ugh.
Yeah, we're a little under leveled for this.
Everything is in the air and it's annoying to hit.
I think we'll be okay though.
Come on. Come on. Really? Okay, so I'm assuming at the end of the hallway, we're either going to go through the door and have to fight a boss, or we're going to have to turn back because there's going to be a boss behind us.
Could be.
How close to the first one would I be?
Close.
Close? How close to the second one would I be?
Not as close.
Not as close. Okay. Yay!
You need to equip that stuff. It's good.
Is it?
Good skills. Yeah.
Do you want to do that? Because I don't know what they are.
Sure.
I know nothing about, like, the JRPG stat effects and whatnot.
Sure. Well, it's simple. It's just MP haste makes it improves recovery rate of MP.
That's pretty good.
So I want that for sure. So,
That was my knuckle, and that was
it
really
was,
loud.
yeah, it was quite something. Don't want that. Don't care about that.
So,
Okay, yeah?
end of the world, obviously the last area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm correct with that, right?
You were correct.
Okay. Is there a scene after the credits of this game?
Yeah.
Oh, there is. This was when... Was this before or after, like, it was popular to put scenes at the ends of stuff?
I don't know. I think it may be just at the kind of the beginning of it.
Yeah, because this is, like... It's, like, super popular now. Like, after every credit sequence, there's usually something after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, what are we switching right now?
I want to get the leaf bracer on because it stops people from interrupting you when you're here.
That's good.
Now, Donald knows that. I don't yet. I'm not high enough level.
Okay.
But He knows it at least, so that's something.
Okay, so I have the controller again.
Yep.
And it's gonna go. Getting pretty close to the end. There's a different colored treasure box.
It looks like it's floating or something. That's weird.
Yeah, they have a couple that have been floating.
Actually,
so that's the last area, right there.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that the final boss?
No.
Is it like the final boss appetizer?
Yeah.
Basically?
Of sorts.
Is it harder or not as hard as the final boss?
It's easier.
I just wish there wasn't invisible walls. Just show me the walls. That really does look like someone's throwing a ball of energy at you.
Yep, spirit bomb.
Oh, hello. Behemoth.
You got, yeah,
Fire
with
behemoth.
the different color scheme.
Super
Alright,
strategy.
so, yep, get on his back. To dodge that shot, get behind him.
Yep.
Yeah, so that it'll hit himself. It doesn't hurt him. That'll shoot.
He has less health than the other one.
He might, yeah. And then eventually, after keeping his horn, he'll like get stunned and he'll kind of fall over, and then you can get off of his back then and
yeah,
and just hit him.
Remember when we had like a small jump and it was super annoying?
Yep.
Now we have a high
Now
jump.
you just
Front flip too.
they got hit.
Okay.
Stun now.
So now I just
fall,
wail
and then you
on.
just wail on him with that. Yeah, he's not hard. Again, Riku really is like the fight in this game. It's like, oh my gosh, this is really something. Like, it's the fight.
Riku was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, not ridiculous. He was a good challenge.
Yeah. Before you figure him out, you're like,
Yeah.
what the heck? I can't beat him. He's too fast.
And I'm happy this isn't like the Cerberus fireballs that can like hit you without putting you into
that was like
stun
so
loss.
many hours ago in
I still
game,
remember it,
and
It's so many hours ago in real time.
Yes.
Like, gosh, it's like months ago in real time.
So you were talking about in the break. You were talking about. I'm trying to salvage it because it was a good conversation.
It was a super good conversation.
And we never recorded when we were talking.
We never record our best conversation.
I know, it's
completely
frustrating.
by accident. Too.
It's by accident. So anyway, even games like this, right? Like when you're a kid, you used to like you would do this thing where you would oh right,
it's
like hide that you're playing certain games, or hide that you're watching certain cartoons and stuff.
Yeah, and it's not because they were like morally wrong or there was, like, nudity
you
or
shouldn't be
swearing.
watching them.
It was
or
just
something.
like because like I didn't want to be childish. Like I didn't want everyone to be like, oh, you know, it's just Brandon. He plays like those. Oh, I said my real name. It's just you know, he's just playing the games.
Right. No, yeah. It's like when you're a kid, like you're so concerned about not looking childish, and then when you become an adult, you realize like it's fine. Like
it really is.
There's
fine.
really is no problem here.
Yeah.
Like it's not like we shouldn't be watching it for like moral reasons. It's just a matter of being you don't want to seem childish, but in the end, it's like it's just fun. Like so yeah. Like when I was a kid, I was concerned about that a little bit. Like everyone was.
Yeah. Well, like my friends on Xbox Live, right?
Yeah.
I told them that I've seen My Little Pony before, and I don't like Friendship's Magic.
Yeah.
Not the old cartoons that were legitimately.
They're actually bad, like objectively.
I've seen it
not
before.
good.
I've only seen the first episode, but I'm like, yeah, I would watch that if I had a group of friends that would watch it. And I know you watch it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Oh my gosh!
Oh!
I saw it coming too. Donald, where are you with the cures, Donald? Useless. Let's finish the conversation, then I'll cut it, okay? Anyway, they were like, oh my gosh, you're so gay for watching My Little Pony and stuff.
Quote,
I'm like,
unquote.
yeah. And I'm like, guys, it's a good show. Like, it's funny when it needs to be funny. It's, like, it teaches you a lesson when you need to be taught a lesson.
Right.
And I'm not a quote-unquote Broney. I've only seen one episode.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I can get behind this. Because I really like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. It's the same writer.
Having seen, like, every episode, it's just fun. Like, it's a show, it's like... I wouldn't call myself a quote-unquote Broney either, but it's just a show that's, like, enjoyable.
Yeah. It's like SpongeBob. Watching SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's like SpongeBob.
Like, it's
just, like, good characterization, good writing, good animation. If you're a fan of animation, like, that show is awesome for that.
Yeah. Like, for some reason,
It's just enjoyable.
For some reason, like watching a show about a sea sponge and a starfish and a crab
It's
and
more
a squirrel is more acceptable than watching a show about horses.
Right. I understand like kind of like the stigma behind it, right? Because all the shows really did objectively, they were not very well made.
Yeah.
Right. But
well, to be fair, not all the episodes of SpongeBob early on were that good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like they're fantastic now. I love them. Unfortunately, SpongeBob's coming to a close on January 28th.
No way.
Yeah. And there's
No.
like a huge petition of people like Save SpongeBob.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you know that they were running for like a decade now, and really there were on that many episodes? Not really.
Yeah, there's not. They take huge breaks.
There's like 190 something.
Yeah.
Which you might think like, oh man, that's a lot of episodes, but it's been like 10 years.
Yeah.
Since they started that show.
Look at something like
So it's
like Friends.
Yeah.
Kind of episodes.
Yes.
Like a show I really wish that ran longer. First of all, Teen Titans.
Teen Titans, yeah.
Great show.
Yeah. Absolutely. Get up there.
And what's it called? Fosters. I really wish Fosters ran for longer. That was a fantastic
Yeah,
show.
really. Awesome.
And no one makes fun of me for watching Fosters. If they've ever seen it, they're like, yeah, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is a good cartoon. And I'm like, okay, well, it's written by the same person, so why is it
Yeah.
a big deal? Like My Little Pony's written by the same person,
Right.
so I don't understand.
Well, it's a curious little thing, isn't it? I mean, it's. I mean, you would go and like watch a Disney film, right? And you're like, oh, this is a fun time because it's got good animation, good music, and good voice acting and all this fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, where it's like if you find something that's enjoyable and something morally questionable about it, then well, why not, right? Why not enjoy it?
I think it's more of a like people are gonna hate on it because they don't
Understand it?
Like
That's fair.
A good example
I mean, I
is
understand that.
we were you and me
Right.
were talking just like a month or two ago. Actually, it was last month. And a couple of our coworkers, including my sister, were like, "You guys are being so antisocial right now."
Right.
And I'm like, "How am I being antisocial? I'm talking to you."
Right.
And it's not, and they're like, "Well, it's because you're not talking to us." And I'm like,
right.
First off,
Right.
you're working right now, so that's why I'm not talking to you."
Right.
Second, I'm talking about something that you and me share and that we both enjoy.
We'll have in common, yeah.
Yeah, and my sister doesn't.
Right. Fair.
Yeah, it's a totally fair statement. So I don't understand how I'm being antisocial for talking to someone else about something that we both enjoy.
Right.
But it's because we're not incorporating everyone in the room,
Right.
even though they're working.
Right.
I don't know. It was a weird argument. Now she admitted later that she was doing it just to get under my skin because she loves saying things that will just bug me. And
That's such a foreign concept to me.
Or eat away at me from the inside.
Like the concept of like doing something because it annoys people is just foreign to me. Like,
Yeah.
because the way I was brought up was like, if someone says like they don't like something or annoys them, then you don't do it because it bothers them. Like, it's like even if they're friends or some stuff, it's like I don't know. It's just weird.
It depends on what it is. You have to have the filter on, is this okay to joke about and stuff like that.
Camera. Okay, yeah.
But yeah, like I was, I'm huge into like, well, I used to be bigger into it, but like I'm not huge into it anymore, but
Right.
I used to be really into learning about military units and like their specialties and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember watching like this documentary on snipers, like the actual people, not the rifles.
Right.
And they were talking about when they good dodge.
Yeah,
When they are calculating like wind speed and the earth rotation and the gravity on a bullet from a long shot, instead of doing it in their head on a piece of paper, they have a machine that'll do it faster for them. So they can, and then they double check it, or they'll do it along with it. And Corey, sorry, my sister's name is Corey. She'll be like, well, I said her name. She's like, well, that'll just make them stupid, and I'm like, how does that make them stupid? They still do the math, they just do it along with the machine. They're like, no, that'll make them stupid. And she's admitted to me, and like we got in an argument over it, like a legit argument.
Legit.
And I found out the next day she was doing it just to bug me, because she has the perfect tones. If she wants to, she can make me feel like the biggest idiot on this planet with the tones of her voice.
Right.
And that will just make me really like. I usually am really good at keeping my cool. I don't freak out. I don't do anything like that. I'm never violent. But my sister knows the way to not make me violent or anything, but make me not even lash out verbally, but get really defensive instantly. Right. And she's the only person that can... Actually, her fiance can do it as well, if he really wants to. Right. But those are the only 2 people on this planet that can do it. And my mom. So, 3 people. That's because my mom and my sister have the same tones. If they really want to get under my skin, they can.
Die here, or what? What is this?
No, don't worry. I'll just grab onto that ledge with one hand. We should probably find a save point.
Yeah.
So you never had that? Like, no one ever purposely got on your nerves?
Oh yeah, they probably did, but I don't do that, really. Like, if I find out someone that doesn't like something, then I don't do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, whereas people who find out something about something that they don't... People who find out that you don't like something...
Yes.
Sometimes they, like, use it as, like, a weapon or something.
Yeah.
Or like a tool to annoy you with purpose. Even if it's in jest, you know?
Yeah.
It's... What the heck? I can't get up there. But yeah, I never really do that.
Well, I know there's something that bugs you that I use, but I do it just because I think I get a good conversation out of it every time, and that's where all the video games share the same universe.
Yeah.
And which they totally do. But they totally do. And it's okay if you can't fathom.
Is that what that is?
That's they all are. Didn't you watch the game theory on it?
I did.
It makes sense.
I disagreed.
Well, I mean, you're wrong.
I'm just saying.
It's a nice opinion you have. Too bad it's wrong. So
no,
But yeah, I don't actually believe that all the video games share the same universe, but we get new and interesting topics and conversations out of it every time I bring it up.
Yeah.
Because I always think about something new to try to get under your skin, and then you always think of a rebuttal. And then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I never thought about it that way. And we come up with things, and that's what I like. We should hit up that save point. Okay, anyway, we're going to continue this conversation next time, guys. See you later.
And we're going to play the game.
And we're going to play the game. Maybe. If we feel like it.